system. I just wanted to talk to you today about wine. Wine is a topic that can be touchy for a lot of people, but the bottom line is that a lot of times the question is, can I have wine when I'm on a diet? How does it affect my diet, etc.? And no one can really answer that but you, but what I can tell you is that the typical glass of wine, this being a typical size glass, you know, maybe full about to the halfway where the bow comes in, is about 125 mils, and that's going to be a half a cup, and usually that'll be about 60 to 90 calories depending on the percentage of the wine. That's based on about 10 to 14%, which is typical for a lot of wines. And what you find with that is that alcohol, you can, if you're curious about the kind of wine you're having, you can Google the question and say, you know, standard alcohol content in blank type of wine, and you'll see like standard drinks and different sizes, etc. But from our purposes here, we got to think about the other aspect of the wine, and that is, what is the wine made from? And it's grapes, and there's sugar in those grapes. So even though there's different sugar codes, etc., different sweetnesses to the wine, there is still sugar in the wine, and that can have an impact on your insulin levels, which can act to, first of all, it stops you from being able to burn fat for about a 24-hour period after consumption. So that's something you need to keep in mind. And the other thing is that it can also wreak havoc with your insulin levels so that it might go up and then crash, etc. So hunger can be an issue as well. And it can increase hunger and cravings for simple carbohydrate foods, unfortunately, which are the worst ones. So those are the two major things you want to think about. Also, it can lower inhibitions to a lesser extent, depending on how much you're having, of course, which could also lead to you know, behaviors that you might not normally partake in, like eating, ordering a pizza or having something else at the time that you normally wouldn't do when you're on a plan. So that's all I really wanted to talk about with wine. I'm Dietitian Dan T.